Hi, welcome. In this video, I'm out here once again with Bailey. This is day 2 of the board and train with Bailey. Bailey's doing really well, beginning to settle more into more of a follower role. Again, getting more focused on just a routine, a structure that emphasizes relationship. I talk about relationship just like parenting, parent-child relationship. But here it's all about how I'm connecting with Bailey in terms of meeting her social needs. So again, this is all about taking stress off of Bailey. Again, Bailey came here. You can tell there's quite a bit of stress that was on her. All again related to how she perceives the human that way in terms of her social need. Dogs are pack animals. So here again, focus on interactions. So again, interaction based, which begins to change the perceptions the right way, with influence being an active agent. When I talk about influence, it's about how, again, I'm bringing her under control, but not just control in terms of, beginning to work towards these moments, okay? So I call them like follower moments of agreeableness when she, again, understands in terms of how I'm interacting with her, that allows her again to begin to release control. Because again, my statement, or kind of like the theme, is that if I'm in control, Bailey doesn't have to be, okay? She can relax. But again, at the same time, this doesn't break her spirit or drive, okay? This isn't about being tyrannical in a way that's about doing stuff that's going to cause her to be very disagreeable, okay? But in terms of, again, advocating the right way. So this follows a path of the authoritative parenting style versus authoritarian. It's authoritative versus permissive. Okay, so here this is all about following the right path. So here in this video, I'm going to be just moving around, okay, doing just kind of the basic method, the basic interaction part of this in terms of the sit, the push pull. Going to be adding some downs onto this as well. The downs, the way that again influence is part of it, is very helpful to get Bailey to release even more control, get her to relax even more, kind of like taking that kind of deep breath out. So here, when you're looking at the position part of it, understand that it's not just a position, okay? I could use a treat to bribe, okay, because that's the path that it takes for dogs that already hold control, to bribe Bailey to do a down, but it's absolutely meaningless, okay, if I'm just focused on positions that way or responses that way, without, in terms of depth, without, again, moving in the right direction by way of influence being part of it, which is going to change her perceptions properly, just like parental influence. So here again, I'm going to be moving around with Bailey. This is a one-step method here I'm doing, so I'm going to be, because again, it's really getting the integrity, defining the integrity of the method itself in such a way that's going to be more intentional, okay? It's more turning it into more of a type of power play, okay? So when I'm taking a one-step, it's meant to line it up a lot quicker versus kind of moving faster, which at times, understand that it's kind of like I apply like the 60-40 rule, right? 40% of the time when I have, some, extra time or more time, I'll do the one-step method, which is very helpful. And 60% of the time, I just have to go with Bailey, taking her to the bathroom or whatever, but I'm still going to keep her right beside me from now on, not let her get up in front. And every once in a while, stop and, again, reassert the push-pull, applying some influence every once in a while. And then again, how this works is a 60-40 rule. It ties it together, okay? If I'm doing 40%, a very intentional one-step power play method, and 60% where I'm just moving, it weaves it together really well, okay? It helps to bring it together in such a way that allows Bailey really to release more and more control, change perceptions, her perceptions really fast. So again, here I'm going to start moving with Bailey. Now when I move, you'll notice again, I'm keeping the leash fairly short. I just have the flat collar for this interaction. I do have the choke chain on her. And again, this is where I can switch back and forth from both collars. If I'm, say, outside and I need a little bit more control, okay, I'll maybe switch over to the choke chain. But I'm using the choke chain in such a way that she's going to be more agreeable because I'm not waiting. It's not about cranking and yanking on dogs, okay? It's about just how it's taking the form of a nudge. So it just gives me the ability to have more control But again, it all moves forward to a level where even switching over to just totally the flat collar. So here I am going to be using the flat collar. So again, as I move with Bailey, again, keep the leash nice and short. I take a step, immediately I switch my hand over, and I'm pushing on her bum, help guide her into the sit. I do a push-pull with her, and the push-pull is kind of like an I own moment, and it helps to kind of get her attention on me a little bit more. Doesn't have to be looking up in my eyes, but just a sense that she's with me. And then again, I'll take another step. Again, put her into the sit, push, pull, and this is where I'm going to do the down. So just keep applying influence, not hard, but just, you know, reasonable. And then she's agreeable to that. She's down now. She's down into a down, and I can nudge, still nudge a little bit to help again, just to get her to totally relax. Okay, so here. I don't even want her kind of over-investing in her nose at this point. I want to just nudge her enough just to kind of bring her into a state of total relaxation. And this is where, again, if you're doing this at such a level, you can put a dog into such a state of relaxation that they actually go to sleep. Okay, because it really takes a lot of stress off of them. So here, I just want Bailey to relax. Now I'm going to bring her back up into the sit. When I do that, again, I am going to communicate with the leash, enough influence that she knows I want her to stand up, versus using commands. I'm not going to lean on words that way yet. Okay, after a couple weeks, it changes. Right now, you know, I want to speak the language of the method. Okay, I'm going to be asserting influence as part of the equation. So here, again, same here. See, I'm tapping a little bit, get her attention, keep her right beside me. I'll take one step. So take one step, my hands are ready to go. Put her right into the sit, smooth and fluid, little push pull. Now here's the thing, I won't do it down every time. With Bailey, I'm going to do it, you know, kind of a ratio. It's like 1 down for every 3 sits, perhaps. But again, it's very helpful, especially for housebreak. Is the downs are really helpful in the area that she's hanging out in, because again, the same rule applies. Dogs are not going to go or express that state of mind in terms of housebreaking in an area that you're in control of. So the downs really help to leave a residual, type of residual effect. Okay, and then again, you take them outside, you're giving them praise, like you saw in my last video. It makes sense of it very quickly. So here's saying I'm tapping a little bit, move forward. Her tail's wagging. Okay, this is just about control. Again, I'll put her into another down. So notice how I'm pushing, not hard, but just steady. She went into a nice down, a little push pull when she's down there. Bailey, beautiful dog. She's pretty agreeable even at this point. Okay, I'll bring her up into a sit. Now, I bring her up into a sit, just bring enough influence to it so that she feels it, she rises up, put her back into the sit, and do another push-pull with Bailey, and start moving again. Now here I'm going to move a little bit faster now. Okay, I did one step here, but again, when I move faster, notice how I kind of tap the leash here, and I'm moving with my leg a little bit to keep her back, and then I can stop. So this is what I'm talking about. We're moving a little faster with Bailey, but keeping her right here, okay, right in my little staging area, so I can advocate properly. I'm not letting her get out in front of my toes, right? So I move forward, so I'm still active, at least I'm tapping a little bit, communicating with the leash so she knows I want her right here. I think she sees a reflection in the mirror a little bit there. Same thing, move forward. See tapping, see if I'm active with the leash, it makes everything a little bit easier in terms of